Almost birthday, babe.
Good morning.
We are going to go get started in a seated position on our mat. Thank you so much for joining this 30-minute flow. And although we only have 30 minutes, I'm going to take some time just to start with a little bit of breath, so we can center it into our space. So as you start to settle in, you can go ahead and sit cross-legged. You can have your legs extended. Go ahead and remove the fleshy parts from your sits bones, really grounding down into your mat. And as you start to inhale, go ahead and shift your shoulders back, stacking your shoulders over your hips, closing your eyes. And let's take 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale through the nose. And exhale with a sigh. Third and deepest round yet. Inhale through the nose. Side out, exhale. With this exhale, start to feel your shoulders drop away from your ears as we move into some shoulder circles here. Inhale, shoulders come on up. Exhale, roll them on back. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, squeeze them up to the ears. And exhale, let them drop back. Last round, inhale. And exhale. Switching directions, inhale, pull the shoulders up to your ears, and as you exhale, squeeze them forward. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, roll forward. Third round here, inhale. And exhale. On an inhale, bring the hands out to the side and up to the sky. As you exhale, drop the right hand down next to your right hip. Inhale, we'll reach through the left hand. As you exhale, side bend over to your right side. You can bend the right elbow, actively press down through the left hip, and send your breath along the left side body. We're going to be doing a lot of side opening here, so this is just helping us get started. Inhale comes upward. Both hands reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, plant the left hand down. Inhale, straighten the right arm, reach. Exhale, bend the left elbow, find your depth. As you inhale, extend through the fingertips. And exhale, press down through the right hip. On your next inhale, come on up. And as you exhale, fold over your knees, meeting knee in child's pose. Knees can come out to hips with distance, feet come to touch. If you'd like to keep your knees in a little tighter, you can bring them to hip with distance. Your hips will come back to your knees as you extend your arms out to the front of your mat, letting your chest and forehead drop to the ground. Another great opportunity to find our breath here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhale, gaze comes to the top of your space. As you exhale, walk your hands off to the right side of your mat. Stack the left hand over your right hand. Drop back into your child's pose. Letting the left hip dip down, breathe along the left side body. Inhale, gaze comes to your fingertips. And as you exhale, walk the hands over to the left side of your mat. This time your right hand will stack over the left. Drop the right hip down, let your chest fall, and let the breath run along the right side of your body. Inhale, gaze comes to the fingertips, and as you exhale, walk your hands forward. Option to stay here for a couple breaths. If you want to get a little bit deeper into the shoulder space, bring your hands to prayer, bend your elbow, and bring prayer just behind the nape of the neck. You can walk your elbows out towards the front of the space, letting your hips drop back, feeling that stretch along the triceps and shoulders. Meeting back in child's pose, inhale, gaze comes to the top of the space, and as you exhale, come to tabletop position. Here in tabletop position, you're creating a rectangular shape with your body. So your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, your hips stacked over your knees. Go ahead and take a time to settle in here. Spread the fingers wide, pressing down through the fingertips, the knuckles, the heel of the hand. Really feel your arms turn on. And let's go through 3 rounds of cow-cat. Inhale, flip the tailbone up, drop the belly, lift through your chest. Exhale, cat pose, press down through the palms, round in the back body, tuck your chin. Inhale, cow pose, heart shines through. And as you exhale, cat pose, breathe into the back of the heart space. Third and deepest round yet. Inhale, getting into any of those juicy spots. And then as you exhale, cat pose. Inhale, come back to neutral. Reset the hands if you feel like they kind of got out of whack there. And bring your attention to your left hand. On an inhale, right hand reaches up to the sky. And as you exhale, thread the needle, right arm threads underneath left armpit. Look up at the ceiling and then rest your right shoulder, right ear to the ground. Your left hip is going to want to come towards the left side. So you can bring the left hand and just gently guide the left hip back. Your hip should be neutral, and you can check that out by placing your palms on, or the left palm on the sacrum, just right behind the pelvis. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, go ahead and plant the left hand underneath the left shoulder. On an inhale, unravel. Right hand reaches up to the sky. And as you exhale, right hand plants down. Evening it out on the other side, press down through the right hand. Inhale, left hand reaches up. And as you exhale, thread the needle, left hand threads underneath right armpit. Gaze up at the sky, and then rest your left shoulder, left ear to the ground. On this side, it'll be your right hip that's going to want to try to jut forward. So gently guide the right hip back. Check your alignment in your hips and breathe. Right hand plants underneath your right shoulder. Inhale to unravel. Left hand reaches up to the sky. And as you exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Coming back so that your hips come back to your knees. You can swing your legs out in front of you. Legs are extended. Flex the feet so that the toes are pointed towards you. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, fold forward. Now, goal eventually will be to get your legs to be totally straight, but we're early here in the morning, so go ahead and add a micro bend to your knees. This is also going to help with any low back pain that you feel from this pose. As your hands reach for your ankles, your calves, your toes, use your breath, inhaling to extend, and then exhaling, finding the depth in the pose. As you inhale, shoulders stack over your hips. Widen your stance so that your legs are at both corners of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up. And then as you exhale, drop the right arm down to your right leg. Inhale, reach through the left hand. And exhale, go ahead and side bend over to the right side. Couple different options that you can take here. You can just have your right forearm resting on your right shin. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring that right forearm to the inside of the right leg and peel the left shoulder open. Inhale, come back to center, arms reach up, and then switching sides, left forearm comes to rest on the left shin or finding the inside of the leg. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Inhale, come back up. And as you come back up, you can rotate so both legs are extended towards the top of your space. Bend your knees. Coming into boat pose, we'll scoop the back of our knees up with our hands. Plenty of options here as well for your feet. You can keep the toes pointed down. You can bring the legs up so that the shins are parallel. You can hold onto the legs or you can let the arms float up. We'll take 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You guys got it. Inhale. And exhale. Scoop the back of the hamstrings. Let the toes come to the ground. Staying here in this core position. Both hands will come to the outside of your right thigh. So a couple different options here. You can stay here. We're really trying to target those left obliques. And you can feel that just by holding this pose, seeing if you can balance. If you're looking for something a little bit deeper, you can go ahead and release the right hand. Deeper option, both hands come to the outside of the right leg, interlacing the fingers. Now, a fun add-on that I learned from barre class, you can extend the right leg, and then let's just add 5 taps of the heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come back. It ain't easy, I know. 7 o'clock here too. Walking our hands over to the outside of the left leg, plenty of other options on this side as well, so find whatever worked best for you. We have both hands to the outside of the left leg, releasing the left hand, interlacing both fingers. And if you did that barre extension on the other side, extend the left leg, heel tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on back. We'll move through 1 breath of boat position. Inhale. And exhale, release the feet down. Great job, guys. Feet are planted into the mat, hips width distance. Hands are planted behind you. Fingertips are pointed towards your hips. This is just a really nice release. As we come into reverse tabletop, press down through the feet and your hands, lifting the hips up to the sky. Send your breath along the shoulders, opening up the chest. Second breath here, inhale. And exhale, booty comes down to the ground. Scooping your knees in, you can rock the body here. Just starting to massage the spine. You can rock up to sit and then get to stand, or rock straight to stand as you meet me in mountain pose, standing at the top of your mat. So here as we stand in mountain, feet are hip width distance, hands come to the side, palms facing out. Go ahead and close your eyes. If we've already added some nice breath in here, let's take a moment to set an intention for the class, for your day. Start to flutter your eyes open. Inhale, arms reach out and up to the sky. Now we're going to take a variation here where we hook our thumbs. So in this case, I'm going to have you go ahead and hook the left thumb behind the right. All right. Feet are hips width distance. Hooking the thumbs, pull the palms back, feeling this opening in the shoulder blades. As you Press down through all four corners of your feet. Inhale. And as you exhale, side bend over to your right side. Feel the difference that this thumb bind makes in your shoulder space and even in the side body. Inhale, come back to center. Flip the thumb bind. So now your right thumb wraps underneath your left. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, side bend over to the left side. Inhale, come back. And as a release, let's go ahead and cactus our arms, goalpost the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. And then as you exhale, fold forward, chest to leg. Here in our first forward fold of the class, most likely the first forward fold of the day, just go ahead and take some time rocking side to side. Your feet are hip width distance, and you can measure that by placing two fists in between the arches of your feet. As you've been digging those side body stretches, let's get some side body in our low body. And we can do that by planting the left hand at the center of the mat, just in front of your feet, just about a couple inches in front. Bend the left knee. Inhale, right hand reaches up to the sky. This stretch targets your IT band. That's the ligament that runs from the outside of the right hip down toward the outside of the right knee. It can be strained from not only running and biking, but also from sitting all day. So my week was a full week in work, and it was a lot of sitting. Inhale, reach through the right hand. And then as you exhale, switch out the hands. Right hand plants at the center of your space. Bend the right knee. And as you inhale, left hand reaches up to the sky. Inhale, reach through the left fingertips, breathing along that left leg. And then exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Taking a moment here to reset. We've had our head below our shoulders for a little bit here. So what I like to do is bring my thumbs right into my hip crease, press it away as I extend through the crown of my head. So tuck your chin slightly so you have that straight line of energy from your root along the spine and along the back of your neck. Stay here for an inhale, extend. And exhale, release the hands, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand, arms reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, fold forward, chest to leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Keeping this lift in the chest, plant the hands, step your feet back for high plank pose. We're going to stay here for a breath, breathing into the core, breathing into the upper body. Make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your hips. You're engaging all parts of your hand, so not just pressing into the heel of the hand, but pressing down into the fingertips and the knuckles. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward slightly. And as you exhale, press the hips up and back for our first down dog. Great opportunity here to take some breath, pedal out the feet, wag your hips side to side as we start to move into our positions. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Here in forward lunge. You can heel toe the right foot over to the right side of the mat, so your stance is more like a railroad track and not like a tightrope. And then press down through the right foot, coming into crescent lunge, shoulder stack over your hips, arm stack over your shoulders. We're feeling a lot here in the bent leg. And sometimes we forget about this back leg. So press down to the ball of the left foot to engage your back leg. Arms come to reach. And let's find that bind with our thumbs once more. This time the left thumb will come behind the right. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. And as you exhale, side bend over to your right side. A true testament of balance, but also feeling this juicy side body stretch. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, release the hands down to your hips. Rotate the left foot to warrior one. So your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. You can do heel to arch alignment here. So go ahead and reset the feet how you need. Arms come up to the sky. And with warrior one, it's a closed hip pose. So you'll want to pull the right hip back as you press the left hip forward. Arms reach up to the sky. As you exhale, interlace the fingers at the low back. Finding this space here, this wonderful shoulder opener. If for whatever reason this bind is not available to you, I'm going to give you a couple other options. The first is just to go ahead and reach for opposite elbows at the low back. Second option is to give yourself a fist bump here. So it basically looks like this. Finding whatever bind serves you best. Inhale, lift through the chest. And as you exhale, fold forward. Right shoulder comes to right knee for humble warrior. Another test of balance, even as we're on both feet. You'll feel this start to open up in the right outer hip. Inhale together. And then as you exhale, hands come down to frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes. Inhale, right leg rises behind you. And then exhale, plant the right foot down. Staying here in down dog just for a breath to notice the difference in your two sides. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Preparing for crescent lunge, press down through the left foot. Arms reach up to the sky. Settling into the bend of the left knee as you press into the ball of the right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. Finding our bind once more. This time the right thumb will come behind the left. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. And as you exhale, side bend over to your left side. Ooh, this side is tight for me, guys. Inhale, hands come back to center. Release the thumb bind, bringing your hands to your hips. Rotate the right foot so it's a 45-degree angle. Your toes are pointed towards the top right corner of your mat. Here in warrior one, arms reach up to the sky. Pull the left hip back as you press the right hip forward. Breathing along the right calf. On your next exhale, find whatever bind you took on the other side. Inhale, lift through the chest. And as you exhale, fold forward, left shoulder comes to left knee. On an exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, left leg rises. And exhale, left foot comes down to the ground. 2 deep breaths here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it out. Inhale. And exhale. On an inhale, right leg rises behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step the right foot forward, preparing for warrior two. You'll rotate the left foot so it's parallel to the back of your mat. Press down through the right foot. Check that your feet are in heel to arch alignment. So your right foot should dissect the left. As you work towards that 90-degree bend in the right knee, actively press down through the knife edge of your left foot. Hips are centered, shoulders stack over your hips, and arms extend wide. Finding your drishti gaze, your point of concentration, right in front of the right middle finger. Keeping this pose as active as possible. On an inhale, reverse your warrior, sweeping the right hand up and back. Exhale, commit to the bend in the right knee. Left hand can rest on the left thigh, or you can wrap it behind the low back. Loving the side body opening. Come out of class an inch taller, who knows? Inhale here. As you exhale, transitioning through warrior two, you'll continue to rotate the right hand down, left hand comes up to the sky for extended side angle. A couple different options I mentioned. If you do have a block, you can place the block on the inside of the right foot at any height, and planting the right hand, reach the left hand up. You can also do this without the block. Or if you'd like to come into another option is to bend the right elbow and place that right on top of the right thigh. This is what's going to work for me today. Inhale, reach through the left hand, and let's hit up another side body here. Exhale, left arm extends over the ear. Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, left hand cartwheels down, plant the right hand to the outside of the right foot. Rotate the left foot so the toes are tucked. Inhale, right leg rises behind you. And as you exhale, bend the right knee, opening up the hip here. You can take rotations with the ankle. You can bend and straighten the knee. Deepest option would probably be going into some circles with the knee to open up that hip. And inhale, right leg rises. Come on back to down dog. Let's go ahead and even this out together. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot forward, warrior two position. Press down through the left foot, bending the left knee, checking heel to arch alignment here, settling into your space as the arms extend outward. Drishti gaze comes right in front of the left middle finger. On an inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching the left hand up and back, and finding whatever shape you took with the right hand. Inhale, reach through the left fingertips. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Left hand comes down to the ground. Right hand reaches up. Think 12 and 6 o'clock. Find whatever shape you took on the other side, whether you used a block or not. Or, of course, if you bent your elbow and Place it on top of the left thigh. Peel your chest open and breathe. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips, and exhale, rotate the right hand forward, reaching the right arm over the right ear. Inhale here, and as you exhale, turn your chest down, planting the right hand down, left hand frames the left foot. Tuck your right toes, inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the left knee, stacking left hip over right. Take whatever variations you did on the other side, opening that left hip this time. Inhale, left leg rises, and exhale, left foot comes down to meet the right. Our final down dog of practice. Take some time to nod your head yes, shake your head no, releasing any tension that's still being held in the neck. As we inhale together, exhale out with a sigh. 2 more, just like that, on your own. At the end of the last round of breath, let the knees come down to your mat. Hips come back to your heels as you swing your legs out to either side. We come into our cross-legged seated position. Close your eyes, bring your hands to heart center in prayer. Taking a moment to show gratitude for every muscle, bone, and joint that takes you through your practice. Letting all that feeling and sensation you've created with movement tingle throughout the body. Bringing prayer to third eye, thankful for all of life lessons, some easier than others, but all providing perspective. And as you bow forward, I encourage you to come back to the intention you may have set at the beginning of class, the intention you'd like to live out the rest of your day. Thankful for this wonderful space where we can practice together even while far apart. All the places you have gone and all the places you will go once this all has passed. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. And as a quick heads up, I do teach Tuesday classes, Tuesday evenings. We do a 20-minute breath and light stretching. Today's was a little bit more active than what I would do during that 20-minute breath and light stretch. And then after that is a full 60-minute class. So that's at 5 p.m. is the breath and light stretch, Pacific time. And then 5:30 is the hour-long class. So, and I upload all of these recordings to my YouTube channel. I'll make sure that you guys get that too.